Bissell Pro Cycling's bicycle of choice for the 2012 Tour of California is the Pinarello Dogma 2. Our Dogma 2s are equipped with Campy record 11 speed. We use Easton wheels. We use the full range of Easton wheels, all the way from the EC90 SL, the small climbing wheel, to the intermediate, the EC90 SL, to the deep EC90 Aeros. And those wheels will be chosen by the riders with the input of the mechanics so that we can optimize what the wheel offers for each stage of the Tour of California. Our 11-speed drivetrains, we have more gear selection. We have gears which are tighter together so that we have more opportunity to find an optimum gear combination for any terrain given the abilities of our athletes. We use Pinarello's own bar and stem and seat post setup. They're called Most. We use the one-piece Talon bar. We use Physique saddles. Most of our guys are on either the Arione or the Aliante. Physique does a really good job of giving us a saddle that fits the physiology of our riders. Our tires are Vredestein. Vredestein sew-ups are very consistent. They're very round. We use Speed Play pedals. We like Speed Plays because they give us a good combination of rotation as well as some ability to control that rotation if our sprinters run into difficulty. Some of the little things that we use the K-Edge chain keeper. K-Edges just help us keep it on bad roads. Number brackets are also from K-Edge. All in all, we ride what we consider to be the fanciest bicycle on earth. There's no tube on here that's perfectly symmetrical from side to side. This bike is a work of art. There are no right angles. Everything about this bike was designed to maximize the efficiency and stiffness of the drivetrain side of the bicycle. Well, there's two different kinds of mechanics. There are bike mechanics that work in shops, and those guys know how to fix bicycles really, really well. And obviously race mechanics know how to do that too. But what a race mechanic adds to it is the ability to prioritize the work so that what has to be done in time for race gets done before the less important ancillary things get done. And that prioritization is what makes a race mechanic a rare item. Race mechanics basically get to do everything that a shop mechanic does, but they do it out of a little box that they carry on the airplane with them, and they get to do it in parking lots of really neat hotels all over the country. When you don't have a whole lot to work with, you need to be a little more creative in how you work with the few things you take with you. That's what a race mechanic brings to the table. He has an attention to detail, he has the ability to improvise, and he has the ability to prioritize so that all the important stuff gets done when it needs to be done. A bunch. This is my 23rd year on the road, so let's see. U.S. National Team, Chevrolet, the LA Sheriffs, Shackley, let's see, Kelly Benefits, Navigators, VMG, Priority, Bissell. There's bound to be a bunch. I'd say the introduction of non-ferrous materials. When I started, everything was steel. Every single thing was steel. And then we toyed with titanium for a few years, and then we went to carbon fiber, and now we've got carbon fiber and titanium and boron and beryllium and unobtainium and expensium. You know, all of these things make our job easier because the bikes get lighter, but they make our jobs harder because it requires technology to work with those materials, to interface with those components that we didn't used to have in the old days. You know, in the old days, nobody carried torque wrenches. I have 5 different torque wrenches with me this trip. All of them get used for specific things. I'm afraid that carbon fiber and titanium, they desperately need the correct torque load applied every time. And to do that, you have to have the apparatus with you to accurately measure and accurately apply that torque. That's a huge change.